Hey guys, Rob from AST here. So I want to follow up on my last video blog where we're talking about services for teens and maybe why there weren't a lot out there, but ways to start finding them, and talk a little bit about what we should be focusing in on with our teen services. And whether it be an ABA program, whether it be a social skills program, one of the things I think is really important is figuring out what is it that your teen loves, what are they passionate about, and really capitalizing on that passion. I mean, that's what we do with most teenagers, and we encourage most teenagers to do is, what do you love? And then let's think about building a career around that. And I think that's really important for our teens with autism to keep in mind too. One of the best stories I heard was from a parent who was telling me about their child who had a passion for cooking, and cooking was one of his favorite things. So they created a small little catering business for him where he created individual meals, and he went to some of the local businesses in their community and he would sell these individual meals to people at hair salons and some of the other local businesses. People who were too busy to run out for lunch, were people who would probably be sitting at their desk eating a meal. He became the go-to guy. And he loved it. It was the highlight of his day was to cook and then go sell his food. And I think that type of concept just is inspiring and a big part of what we should do with our kids. It goes beyond just job training and voc training. It also goes into some of the social skills we work on. Making sure that when we're looking at who are going to be good peers for our children from a social component, not just do they have the right skills to be a good peer model, but do they have good interests? I worked with a 16-year-old man who, he felt like a man in terms of how mature he could be at times, but he loved music. And all of his friends, whether some were on the spectrum and some were not, also had a passion for music. And they didn't have this big circle of friends that they all hung out with together, but there was about 3 or 4 of them, all like 16, 17, and they just talked music all day long, and they made music, and they figured out how to get their Apple computer set up so they could then record music. And I think this sometimes gets lost. I know sometimes in the ABA world, I feel like we get so wrapped up into this procedure and this method and this approach, which we obviously need to do, but sometimes we lose sight of what is it that this child's really important and passionate about. And not just using it as a reinforcer, but using that as the medium to bring other peers or to teach job skills or just advance their independent living. So when you're looking at these programs, I really would recommend you also keep in mind, what is it that is really, really important to your child? What are they passionate about? And look to see how you can incorporate that into the interventions and into your planning for their future. Talk to you guys later. Bye.